Folks, do you remember this clip? The clip heard around the world. The clip that will be following Angel Reese for the rest of her career. As long as her games don't sell out, as long as her games don't attract a good number of celebrities, as long as her games don't have any type of viewership motion, for lack of better terms, as long as all those three facts remain the same, this clip is going to follow her forever.
Ever notice how the loudest claims often collapse under the gentlest questioning? A Chicago Sky reporter just asked Angel Reese about that bold statement from last season, "People watch women's basketball because of me too." Her two-word response: "It's gone viral, for all the wrong reasons." But the real story here...
We'll reveal that uncomfortable moment shortly. The real story lies in the numbers. Is Reese really the draw? Or has
There isn't just awkward press conferences. It's the numbers. Is Angel Reese really the draw, or has she just been riding Caitlin Clark's coattails this entire time? We're diving into this hilarious case of
It's been so long since I've seen this clip, I forgot how arrogant Angel Reese sounded. I forgot how full of herself Angel Reese sounded. I forgot not only how nasty she sounded, the nasty facial expressions coinciding with her answer. You can see it clear as day. It's written on her face. She's disgusted that she's not getting the credit that she deserves.
Foot-in-mouth syndrome, a masterclass in why you should never write checks you can't cash. If you're Team Clark, comment "baby goat" over "baby giraffe" down below. Let's get into it. Let's rewind to last season. Angel Reese made headlines not just for her game but for her words.
Sorry, young lady. Nobody knows who you are. Nobody would be watching the WNBA additionally for you. This is all about Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark is bringing the money to the game, the planes to the game, the TV viewership. The WNBA is on fire because of Caitlin Clark.
That was her declaration. And at the time, it sparked heated debates. She wasn't just positioning herself as a top player, she claimed she was a viewership magnet. Fast forward to 2025, a Chicago Sky press conference kicks off the new WNBA season. A reporter asks the obvious: do you still believe people watch women's basketball because of...
So Angel Reese was asked about this exact statement, and she decided to duck it.
You too. Reese's response: 2 words, next question. No data. No defense. No receipts.
Last year, you made a powerful statement saying the reason people are watching women's basketball is not just because of one player, but because of you too. A year later, do you feel like you're
Next
getting...
question.
Yeah, we'll move on. Thank you. Move on.
Just a dodge that said more than any answer could have. Let's get real. The numbers tell a very different story than the one Reese sold us last year. In 2024, the Chicago Sky averaged just 8,000 fans per home game. Meanwhile,
Now, keep in mind, whoever asked this, and there's people clowning the person that asked this, it was her statement going during the basketball season from last year, and the person's asking for her current feelings on said statement, her own statement. She pulled a next question. She ducked that. She duck goose that right out of existence.
Indiana Fever. Sold out. Every game. Over 17,000 fans at Gainbridge Fieldhouse.
Why would she try? The numbers tell a completely different story than the one she tried selling us last year. Let's look at the numbers.
And this year, it's not looking any better for Reese. Her homecoming game at LSU, a return to where she won a national title, only 6,000 people showed up in an arena that seats over 13,000.
She talked about sold-out arenas. What arenas are selling out that Caitlin Clark isn't playing in? I need to know. I need to know. But the Las Vegas Aces... No, the Las Vegas Aces sell out their season tickets. Tell me somebody who's selling out every damn place they go that's not named Caitlin Clark. Tell me somebody who's attracting celebrities, numerous celebrities everywhere they go, not named.
Not even half full for their championship star. Yikes. And her preseason WNBA game against the Lynx. Just 4,600 fans, another game in Minnesota. 7,600 and most of them were Lynx fans. These aren't superstar numbers. These are average.
Her statements from last year, that's from a circus. That was a clown show statement to have made about watching for us and blah, 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 blah.
Now let's compare that to the actual draw Caitlin Clark. Her homecoming game at Carver Hawkeye Arena. 15,000 tickets sold out in 45 minutes. Faster than you can watch a single quarter. And it didn't stop there. Her jersey became the 2 best-selling basketball jersey of 2024 behind only Steph Curry. She's the only WNBA player in the top 10. Angel Reese? Nowhere on that list. Analysts say Clark's
We're going to find out very quickly who amongst the Chicago Sky fans are really and truly basketball fans, or are they Angel Reese, the content creator fans? Because, and you got some of those folks obviously tuning in for basketball, but is it because of Angel Reese or for the best interest of the Chicago Sky team and you want to see them win ball games?
Jersey is on pace to become the number 2 best-selling WNBA jersey of all time by her second season. That's insane. And if you thought it stopped at jerseys, think again.
Reese's mom taking to X to tweet this after all of the hullabaloo about Caitlin Clark and the high ratings. She says, that certain fan base looking in the stands celebrating attendance while others are looking up in the rafters celebrating championship banners. We ain't the same. Different year, same haters. Have a great day. Well, all right. It is a different year, and it is the same haters, but I think you're calling yourself out, Mama.
Clark's preseason games are averaging over $600 per ticket. Yes, you heard that right. Preseason. $600. That's more than what many NBA teams pull for regular season games. She's not just breaking records, she's obliterating them. Opposing teams are literally moving their games to NBA arenas just to fit the demand. That's never happened for Reese. Or for anyone in WNBA history. Meanwhile, the Indiana Fever launched the Now You Know campaign built around Clark, and sales are exploding across every product. They even made a tour-style shirt that reads, "Every game is a home game." It's not just marketing hype, it's real.
And said next question, so she doesn't want to take responsibility for her own words.
The Fever will have 41 of their 44 games nationally televised this year. That's 93% of their schedule, more than the LA Lakers.
Angel Reese voluntarily went on a, quote, they're watching for me too, and I want y'all to realize that rant, because she wanted that attention. She created the drama, asking her about her comment as we enter a new season is perfectly normal and not stirring things up. Absolutely.
Let that sink in. TV networks don't care about hype, they follow money, and money follows viewers. And here's the kicker, it's not just about the players, it's about the teams behind them. The Fever drafted Clark and immediately went all in. They surrounded her with veterans like Sophie Cunningham, Dana Bonner, and Natasha Howard.
It's Caitlin Clark mania, and here we go again. 1.3 million people tuned in on Sunday afternoon to see Caitlin Clark return to Iowa as a professional and start raining in three-pointers from ridiculous distances.
No waiting years to compete, they're trying to win now. Cunningham even said Clark reminds her of a young Diana Taurasi, but spicier, flashier, and somehow even more dangerous. Compare that to Chicago. Are they building around Reese? Using her as a marketing asset? Or just figuring it out as they go. There's no clear direction, no plan.
What about viewership? Tell me everybody who's getting consistently over 1 million views on their basketball games, not named Caitlin. Oh, okay. And then Angel Reese goes into, I'll be happy to play the villain role. I'll be happy to play the villain, but don't be mean to me. Don't be mean to me. But I'll be happy to play the villain role. Angel Reese, why are we next? This guy set you up perfectly to give an answer of you being full of yourself. Oh, I'm so glad you asked that. They are only watching because of me too. They only know that other girl because of me too. They only go to her games instead of my games because of me too. They only watch all of her games instead of watching all of my games because of me too. She's the #1 jersey seller in the WNBA. Why? Because of me too. That's why. Time Magazine Sports, because of me. Everything Caitlin Clark has is because of me. Angel, you could have done that.
I saw this thread on Twitter. I was shocked by it. I was pleasantly shocked and surprised. I thought it was so cool and so savage. Of course, we have the Indiana Fever being that premier team in the WNBA. They are the team that has the most fans. Like they said, every away game turns into a home game. Like they know that they have that fan base.
In just 1 year, the Indiana Fever went from lottery team to must-see TV. They didn't just draft a superstar, they built an ecosystem around her. That's the difference. It's not just about talent. It's about strategy. It's about vision. While Reese dodges questions about her impact, Clark doesn't need to speak. The numbers, the fans, the networks, they're already shouting it. The contrast couldn't be clearer. One player talks about being a star. The other just is. One team reacts. The other builds a legacy. This isn't about opinions anymore.
We have today, basically clapping back at all of that and proving that they know that they are the moment. They are the Showtime team. They are the biggest team currently in the WNBA. This kind of stuff is not only good for the Indiana Fever, it's good for the entire WNBA.
Anytime you play with the go-to bar team or the go-to bar game, you're going to learn a lot. You have to be ready for the ball, head on a swivel at all times. And the way that she throws the ball is a lot how DT threw it. I think this is just the younger version of her. So she has a little bit more energy, a little bit more spunk. I miss DT in her prime, but it doesn't mean she wasn't great when I played with her. But honestly, at the end of the day, everybody can shoot, right? If you're cutting and you're open, you're going to get the ball. And so you just have to be ready for that. And I'm excited for that. And I think you'll see 1 through 5 is interchangeable. And so you'll see the 5 bring the ball down. So it's going to be a little different for other teams to play defense against us.
Make Angel Reese point at the ring finger back at LSU? Did Caitlin Clark make Angel Reese hop up off the bench like a member of Cobra Kai when Kennedy Carter cheap-shotted Caitlin? Does Caitlin Clark make Angel Reese complain about everything? She can't afford to pay her rent. She can't do this. She can't do that. A lot of whining. But then all of the narcissistic comments at the same time, and maybe she comes by it on.
We're not here to chase greatness. We're here to claim it. Our ambitions don't fit into headlines or highlight reels. So if you thought we arrived,
2 more for Boston.
Now you know. We're not here for the moment. We're here for the takeover.
In Indianapolis, Indiana, when the season is going to be kicked off with the Ali Frazier of our generation. Caitlin Clark hosting the Chicago Sky and Angel Reese. The Indiana Fever at Gamebridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis.
It's about cold, hard facts. And this 2025 season. It's Caitlin Clark's world and the rest of the league is just trying to keep up. If you're Team Clark, smash that like button, drop a baby goat in the comments, subscribe, and turn on all notifications so you never miss the truth the mainstream won't tell you. Click the video on your screen now and we'll see you in the next one.